Okay, hi guys. So I just wanted to explain to you this week for activity three. You have two choices here. You get to choose your activity. This is our final activity for genetics. So yay, and we're done. So basically, the very first part I talk about a review. So it says, "Have you ever heard the term 'it runs in our family'?" It's a phrase that is evidence that even without understanding genetics, meiosis, heredity, humans realized that traits were passed down from one generation to the next. What they didn't understand, of course, at the times long ago was why certain offspring got certain traits and others didn't. So, in comes Gregor Mendel and modern research, and now we know a lot more about where variation comes from. So I go through the main causes of genetic variation: random mutation, crossing over, independent assortment, and of course, random fertilization. When we do those Punnett squares, you were modeling independent assortment and random fertilization. So you're showing what the gametes could have and all the different combinations if those two gametes from two different parents came together. We use those to predict the probability. Traits are coded for by genes and DNA, and different traits are expressed in different ways. So some alleles are dominant, some are recessive, some are codominant or incompletely dominant. Most are found on the autosomes, but some are found in the sex chromosomes. Many show a mixture of inheritance patterns like blood types. Their blood types are codominant, multiple alleles, and dominant recessive. So in this final activity, you have a choice on what you do. You have two options. One is to research a genetic disease and write a short report about it. Or two, writing a claim evidence reasoning statement based on variation in pets. So researching a genetic disease. So that would be option one. Both options are in this article, this handout. So for this activity, you're going to research a genetic disorder that you choose from the list I give you, or you can find your own. You're going to have to find out certain things, including the pattern of inheritance. So is it dominant? Is it a recessive? Is it sex-linked recessive? Is it codominant? For example, dwarfism is actually a dominant trait, achondroplasia. And so if you inherit one allele for dwarfism, it's dominant. And so you're going to have achondroplasia, you're going to be a dwarf. But if an individual inherits two alleles, it is actually fatal. And so that zygote won't develop. So you're going to choose a disease from the paragraph or from this list here, and then you're going to have to research it to find answers to questions, and then write a 3 to 4 paragraph as though you're writing a letter to a family that has the disease in their family and you're telling them about it. So I give you some links, and then here's all the questions 1 through 8. What I do ask is that it is your own, and you can write your report right here. You can find all of those things on the internet by searching for them, and just write your report 3 to 4 paragraphs below. Option 2 is a claim evidence reasoning based on offspring and why they look different. So if you look at all the puppies and kittens, the puppies are all from the same litter, meaning they have the same parents, and the kittens are also from the same litter with the same parents. But they are very different in appearance from their siblings, and they're also going to have different personalities. So using what you've learned about genetics and variation, I want you to answer the question, why are offspring of the same parents so varied? So you want to use vocabulary words such as meiosis, sexual reproduction, traits, gametes, alleles, inheritance, parents, offspring, independent assortment, crossing over, random fertilization, mutation, recessive dominant, genes, DNA, and variation, or any other words that went with the unit. Of course, you do not have to use all the words. Please don't. It's probably getting too much in there. You could go a lot of ways with the answer on this one, but you can just make sure that's your own answer and not copied and pasted from a friend or the internet. So here's the question: what are the why are the offspring from the same parents as seen with the kittens and puppies so varied? So have your claim, it is because of this and this and this, or just one thing. Your evidence, what do we see? Okay. And then finally, your reasoning would be talking about how we know all this variation comes about. So what are the drivers of variation? Okay, guys, so that is your option. You have two choices. Good luck. And that is it for genetics. Yay!